in this video, I'm going to go through best updates for multifamily properties. So I do a lot of renovations because based on my strategy, I buy distressed buildings in great locations. So I go in, renovate them, make them look new, modernize them, stabilize rents, and refinance out. With that said, these are a list of items that I focus on to get the best return on my investment. So the first item would be kitchen renovations. So basically modernizing kitchens in each unit, right, can draw way more tenants, right? And I find if you focus on the kitchens where you make it definitely more modernized, it attracts great tenants and professional tenants. So when it comes to the kitchen, consider updating appliances, countertops, cabinets, fixtures, stainless steel appliances. You can rip out the cabinetry and put in new cabinetry in there. You can also paint it depending on how old it is. Basically, overall, making it look very attractive. So after the kitchen, the next one would be the bathroom updates. So the bathroom, I think, would be the next most important to update, just because when somebody, especially tenants, when they go into the apartment, they obviously go to the kitchen first, then they walk towards the bathroom, then the bedrooms, right? So the bathroom is important. So when it comes to the bathroom, just kind of like the kitchen, you want to focus on fixtures, definitely improving the lighting, making sure the actual bathtub looks good. Ideally, in most of the buildings I've updated, I didn't really need to rip out the tub itself, but maybe I would put in a new tile surround just to make it look nicer. The idea is you want to make it look very clean, if you can modern, but very clean. After the bathroom would be the flooring. Flooring is pretty simple. I always recommend something durable. So this would be ideally vinyl. I try to stay away from carpet or laminate, but I would say depending on the location of the property, again, if it's in a very high-end area, could look at installing some hardwood. But again, I try to keep it simple. Vinyl plank is my go-to. And sometimes, depending again on the location, I might do carpet in the bedrooms. So the next item would be energy efficient updates. So when it comes to energy efficient updates, so what you're trying to do here is to actually increase the energy efficiency, right? So installing LED lighting, energy efficiency, HVAC systems like the boiler system, heating systems. And the goal here is to lower your utility bills, obviously. And sometimes you can get tax rebates when you do these updates. So on the CMHC side, they do have a program that you can do the energy efficiency, which if you complete the requirements, you can get a very low interest rate. So the next one would be exterior and common area improvements. I like this just because this gives the building a very wow appeal, especially the exterior and the hallways, right? If you update the exterior and the hallways, when tenants are walking towards the building, they already like the environment, right? Of course, the unit has to look great, but I think we've all been to a unit or we've seen a unit online and it looks amazing, all brand new, everything. And then you get to the building and it's like really kind of like outdated and old. And it just kind of gives you a different feel to the whole experience. So when you update a building, you're going to definitely capture very high quality tenants, professional tenants, and it just increases the overall value and the curb appeal of that whole building. So when it comes to the common areas, I would be looking at the hallways, the lighting, carpets, right? And then also maybe painting within the hallways. The exterior finishes, like I try to, if it really needs it, do it. There's things that you can do that aren't going to cost you a lot of money. Like obviously if you need to reside the whole place, that's a pretty big capital expense, but there's things you can do. I've painted a building before, which has totally changed the overall look of the building, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Another one, it could be adding or improving amenities. So this could be, if the building's not pet friendly, you can allow pets, charge a pet fee in certain provinces. You can have bike storages. You can have a fitness facility, right? A common area. These are things that you can charge higher rents for, or you can charge a fee for, right? So that's another option. And obviously, I didn't mention this one at the beginning, but obviously we paint in a modern color. But yeah, obviously paint goes a long way, and it just makes the units and the hallways and basically everything look new. And I would say the last one would be security enhancements. Security enhancements is nice just because installing security cameras and just like, controlled access to the doors just makes the tenants feel secure, right? And the last thing you want is if you have new tenants and an issue with one tenant or even just someone from another building or someone outside and they have free access to the building, it will make the tenants feel uncomfortable. And even if the tenants just see cameras, it just makes them feel safer, right? They know that, okay, like the building's actually being watched, which is great. Everyone wants that. So these are the things I would focus on to get the best return on your property.